Alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony, David Aldridge joins us from the sideline. And a chance now to see how teams are faring across the league. Here's the latest edition of the Power Rankings. You look at the Timberwolves, they're gaining on some of the teams above them, trying hard to crack into that top 5.
And when you look at the Lakers, they continue to obliterate expectations because they found a way to get the most out of the guys on this roster.
So here's Miami's starting group. They've got Adebayo. Mitchell is out there with Paul. Then it's Wiggins. And it's Ware in at the center position. And for Los Angeles, Doncic out there with MP. Then there's Hayes. Then there's Dorian Finney-Smith. And it's James in at the small forward. Should be some fireworks in this one, Greg. Two cross-conference rivals squaring up.
Kevin, can you smell the intensity in the air? You can tell these guys mean business. Both teams want to prove they're the better squad.
So Miami will get the first possession. Paul passes to Adebayo. Mitchell kicks to Adebayo. Pass to Mitchell. From outside the arc, it's rebounded by Hayes. Cole looking for an opening. The three off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
Got to contest MP from out there. He is more than capable from 3.
Paul passes to Adebayo. Back to Paul. And a wide open look here for Wiggins. Good, and Paul gets the assist.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
Now here's James. And you can see his scoring totals. Those are some pretty good numbers. He's putting up close to 15 points a game on average.
No question James has the green light from anywhere. That mid-range is just another area where he's dangerous.
Here's Adebayo following the basket by LeBron James. Paul with the screen for Wiggins. And it's off from three-point range. It's Cole with the ball for the Los Angeles Lakers. They went to Miami for their last meeting with the Heat and came out with a win.
Yeah, they cruised to a win in these teams' last encounter, and their field goal percentage was off the charts.
Scorching and torching offensively. They were able to get everything they wanted.
And Eric Spoelstra, the head coach of the Miami Heat, receiving a record 8-year, $120 million extension. Greg, that's some big dough.
Is it ever? It remains coaching for the only NBA franchise he's ever worked for. Already one of the most tenured head coaches in the association, and that figures to continue for a while.
Now, here's MP. He's coming off an unbelievably high-scoring game.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Miami's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. Paul kicks to Wiggins. Pass to Adebayo. 6 to shoot. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
I like watching Adebayo operate inside. He is so efficient down low.
And they double up LeBron. Finney-Smith with it. MP outside. And here's Doncic from the arc. Miami grabs the miss. And now we'll go to David Aldridge, who had a chance to talk with J.J. Redick.
I asked Coach about facing off against Bam Adebayo, and he told me the dangerous thing about Bam is his versatility. He's able to play different roles for his team depending on the matchup. And that versatility makes it difficult to game plan against him. Guys?
Thank you, David. Hits it from three-point range. Cole's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
And really, he came into the game with that long-range shot looking great. Boy, he could wind up with a crazy number of threes today.
Now, here's Adebayo. He's coming off a 25-point game against the Clippers.
And then there was his passing. When he wasn't scoring on his own, he was making plays for his teammates. And they just couldn't figure out how to defend him.
And how sweet a play was that?
As sweet as it gets, an exquisite pass to set up the powerful alley-oop dunk.
Guys, I tell you, there are assists, and then there are delicious dimes. This was the latter.
And then Mitchell with the dunk.
Puts the D in a tough spot when you have a point guard who can throw it down.
He really does, GA. He really does put pressure on you.
And you know, guys, showing how dynamic a weapon he is for this offense, they feed off of that energy and ability to make plays. It gets them going. Boy, he's really been on a roll this quarter. Seems like everything he throws up is finding bottom.
And it's Paul with the ball for Miami, trailing by 4. Wiggins surveying the floor. Pass to Ware. There's the triple. And James pulls it down. Lakers have gone 6 of 8 in the game so far. Very solid start for them. Cole, the pass to LeBron. Good, and it's MP picking up the assist. MP's got his 3rd assist on the night. The Heat trail by 7. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Pass to Wiggins. Launches a 3. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Cole, the pass to James. And again, it's the Lakers from deep.
Defensively, giving up far too many open rhythm looks.
And to battle back, they've got to shore up the defense. I mean, there's no other way to come back from a deficit unless you play good defense.
The shot by Adebayo, no good.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
MP has been leading the charge for the Lakers. He delivered 9 points from three-point range that quarter. Terrific work from distance. And we'll be back with you shortly. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Lakers.
You know, so far in this one, these guys have been knocking it down from distance. You've got to like their confidence as this game continues. They're on a nice roll.
And I also have to bring up their passing game. They've been moving the ball with great precision so far and creating great looks for their teammates.
And now, joining us on the line, Shams Charania with a recent development. Shams, what's the latest?
Thank you, Kevin. The Clippers transaction just now public. Their front office is in action ahead of the trade deadline. They got an adaptable combo forward in Jeremy Grant, and now he's added a lot to his repertoire offensively over the years, but hasn't lost any of that length and activity that first earned him a place in this league. Really, any team could use a player like Jeremy Grant.
Hey, Shams, we appreciate the report. Always some interesting news to find out about the NBA. On the court for Miami here in the second. Kevin Love out there with Jaime Jaquez. Then it's Wiggins. Then it's Robinson. And it's Rozier in at the point. And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Hey guys, MP in the last game against San Antonio played some superb basketball. He had 60 points and was reliable as ever from distance. An amazing performance. Probably won't see a night like that anytime soon. Kevin?
Thank you, David. You're right. He was a one-man wrecking crew in that one.
Yeah, he was not going to let them lose that game. We'll see if he comes in with that same attitude tonight.
Yeah, you know, every night's different. They may try to double him, might force him to adjust, or force him to make plays with the pass instead. We'll see.
12 straight points off of three-pointers, and the D looks shell-shocked.
And guys, now that they're rolling from out there, the defense has to really get up into them. You've got to almost be in their jerseys to try to deny those looks.
Greg, what a great time to be a fan of basketball. Not just in the NBA, but all over the world.
Absolutely, Kevin. The sport just continues to grow, and there's increased value being placed on all-around skill, even in youth basketball. And I think that bodes well for the future of the game.
Now, MP. After Terry Rozier's three-pointer that didn't go. Back to MP. Over to the left wing. From the arc. And it's Goodwin. That time on the assist by MP. Cole's got his 6th assist on the night. And timeout is called by Eric Spoelstra. He wants to talk to his guys. Dante DiVincenzo. He's checked in for Goodwin. And a new group in for the Heat. Ware's checked in. Bam Adebayo comes in for Jaime Jaquez. Mitchell, he's checked in for Wiggins. And Chris Paul subbed in for Rozier. Here in the second quarter, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. A shot by Paul, nobody around. And again, it's the Heat missing. MP outside. Off target from three-point range. The Heat trail by 19. For three, Mitchell cans it from downtown. Mitchell's got 7 points in the game.
And you're asking for more trouble than you can handle if you're going to let him just roam free from beyond the arc.
Cole's shot is good.
And how about the last 5 made shots have all been threes? The defense is just giving up a barrage.
Most teams get the message to cover shooters after 1 or 2 wide open looks at the three-point shot, but it seems like they have just not figured it out.
Some changes for the Lakers. Hayes, he's checked in for Mitchell Robinson. Dorian Finney-Smith comes in for Vanderbilt. And James subbed in for Austin Reeves. Wiggins is checked in for Miami. There's 1:40 left in the second quarter. The shot by Mitchell, no good.
I'd love to see them impose themselves a little more on the backboard. That's a great way to find confidence. Always a surefire way to get back in the game.
Well, guys, they need to do something to reduce this deficit. We'll see if that's the answer.
Defensively, they just look out of sync, not closing out on the threes in time.
Well, I think they're getting caught in that in-between zone, no man's land, giving up 3 straight from beyond the arc right now.
And it's Finney-Smith with the rebound.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D, just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
Oh, and he pops it off the glass. Wow. And that's out of bounds. Miami will retain possession. Let's take a second look at that fantastic block.
They're determined to add to the lead, not with more offense, but with big-time defense.
Wiggins finds Adebayo.
They had some early success in the first quarter, but since then, they've gone cold.
MP outside. Stupid. Jacks up a 3. Up and in. That's his 10th make in the contest. He has only taken 13 shots.
Well, he's been a rock of offensive support so far, and when they've needed a basket, they've turned to him.
Shot and game clock separated by 5. Wiggins outside. And again, unable to change momentum here.
Yet that's another miss for him. They're behind in this game largely because he shot so poorly.
Good, another from 3. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable.
Paul from deep 3-point. Got it, a cold-blooded buzzer beater.
Clutch, much in the clutch. Woo-hoo! How about that? Woo. Yeah!
Wow, what a way to finish up the quarter.
That's an impossible shot, man, even when you don't have the clock to worry about.
And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers holding a very comfortable 25-point lead as the quarter comes to a close. And it's been their rugged defense setting the tone. Right back after this break.
Greetings. First off, some updates for you as we take a look at our all-star voting totals. Guys, I want to talk about something else for just a second. Is it me? Or have the alternative jerseys around the league gotten a little too creative?
I wish you wear an alternative jersey every once in a while, Ernie.
Yeah, man. You know, your threads are getting a little bit stale. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, what's up with this? I just asked a basketball question, and now it's a personal attack. I'm done with you two. Now let's talk about that first half. What an impressive performance for the Lakers.
Man, this offense is in rhythm right now. They're moving the ball, moving without the ball. Everything looks exactly the way they drew it up.
Yeah, this one might already be over.
And that's a halftime wrap. Let's get back to the second half with the call by Kevin Harlan and the crew.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. You look at MP in this one, he's been everywhere.
Yeah, he's just been raining down on him from deep here. You talk about dialed in.
Well, you know, the stroke looks fantastic. Even when he's had a hand in his face, it hasn't affected him at all.
And Los Angeles guys shooting the lights out in this one, 77%. They've got MP. James is out there with Dorian Finney-Smith. Then there's Doncic, and it's Hayes in at the 5 down low. That's the Laker 5. Paul passes to Wiggins. Back to Paul. To the paint. Here's Mitchell. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Their next game playing at home as the Nets come into town. And that game concludes a 5-game homestand. And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Kevin, thanks. Bam Adebayo talked about how his mentality has evolved over his career. He said, shoot the ball. I feel like that's been my evolution. It sounds very simple, but I came into this league as a defender. I feel like the progression's been shoot the ball, worry about everything else later. Kevin?
He certainly, DA, is a two-way threat. The Heat shooting at a 32% clip from the field. They're just not executing. Well, G.A. Adebayo came from very humble beginnings.
Yeah, raised by his mother. And Kevin, Bam's main motivation in life was to get her out of that trailer. He worked extremely hard, and now arguably a top 25 player.
Buries the long-range jumper. Cole's got 2 now from beyond the arc in the third for Los Angeles. Wiggins outside. Back to Paul. Wiggins, a screen on Doncic. And it's Paul missing.
Clearly out of sync to begin this half. 0 for their first 3 attempts.
MP against Mitchell. The 3 from MP. Andrew Wiggins pulls it in. Miami's gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Mitchell. And he can't stop the run as he misses.
Just not much success when it comes to shooting.
MP outside. Good, that's another bucket.
And no one can stop him. It's another 40-point game, and he's had a bunch of them.
And with tonight's performance, he's now tied for 4th on the single-season 40-point game list. The shot by Adebayo, no good.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
Here's Mitchell, following the basket by LeBron James. Wiggins kicks to Mitchell. Here's Adebayo. The baseline jumper goes down. Adebayo's got his second basket of the game.
And with that basket, he puts a stop to the 13-0 run there by the Lakers.
And here's MP for 3. And again, it's the Lakers from deep.
Yeah, great outside shooting, really fueling this run.
And it's Paul with the ball for the Miami Heat. They'll host the Denver Nuggets after this one and start a 3-game homestand with that game.
Boy, this is bad. Tough to watch. I mean, this is really bad. He's stone cold this quarter. Man.
The three from MP. Knocks down the three ball. MP's got 47 points.
Boy, MP is just filleting this defense. I mean, they've got no answers for him right now.
Inside. LeBron grabs the miss. James has got his 4th rebound in this one. The three from MP. And Ware pulls it down. Heat shooting around 29% from the floor. A tough night for them all around on the offensive end. Pass to Adebayo. Paul outside. Clock at 6. Launches it. Again, the miss by the Heat. And it's the Lakers' ball. Huge run right now for him, going 19-2. And here's MP for 3.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
And the foul on Dorian Finney-Smith. That's his first foul. "16 seconds left here in the third quarter. Paul looking around. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Love. He can't hit that time. And so it's Los Angeles holding an unbelievable lead as the quarter wraps up. They've been playing some inspired defense, giving up very few easy points. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. And let's take now this moment to bring up our State Farm assist of the game.
And he may not be known as a pass-first guy playing out of the two-guard spot, but he shows here that he can dole out an assist or two when he needs to.
That's right. I mean, that's not his primary duty, but when the situation calls for it, he can do it and does it well.
And with the fourth quarter. Lakers call time here. They're up by 48. Guys, what do you think?
And they've got this one just about wrapped up.
Yeah, you know, I'm not sure they needed this timeout, quite honestly. Perhaps a water break?
Nine seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Paul outside. So it's Los Angeles winning this one easily. And the out